Hi everyone, in this video we're going to be downloading MySQL Community version. This is a free version that is offered by MySQL, and today we're going to see how we can download it to our Windows. So first thing we need to do is go to google.com and search for MySQL Community. So once you have searched the MySQL Community Server, you need to click the first link. After you have click the first link, there's this version 8.4.0 LTS. This is the most latest version as per 8th June 2024, and we're going to select our operating system as Windows. There are multiple options that we can use to download, but we're going to use the installer, which is much more easier for Windows. So I'm going to click download. We don't need to sign up or log in. We can just do no thanks, just start my download. So here's the download starting. It's almost 128 MB and it's going to take a few seconds depending on your internet connection. Once downloaded, we're going to click the installation file and start our installation process. So here we can see the file is downloaded. I'm going to click it to open file and it's asking me to provide the permission. I'm going to say yes, go ahead and launch the file. Wait a few seconds for the file to load and you will be welcomed with this screen. This is MySQL wizard to install the software. Click next, accept the terms, or you can read the license agreement if you want. Then click next. It's asked you three options. Do you want all the program features? Do you want to allow some features and some does not? And, or maybe you want to just install the common program features. Normally, MySQL will be used for just normal items like running some queries or maybe loading some database, maybe some introduction MySQL courses if you're taking any. So typical is good enough, but you can also do custom or complete depending on your requirement. So I'm going to click typical for us. I'm going to do ready to install. I'm going to click install. So wait a few minutes to install the MySQL server. I'm going to pause my video here until the installation completes. So now the installation is complete. It took a few seconds for the bar to run and I had to approve the Windows firewall to let it run. So once you have run the MySQL server and it has loaded, you will be welcomed with the screen. So it says completed the MySQL server setup wizard. So now it's saying run MySQL configurator. Make sure it's checked in and click finish. Click yes. It will pop up this configurator on your screen. So you can just click next. The default path where you want to save the MySQL. I'm going to keep it as C drive. I'm going to keep all the settings as is. I need to put a MySQL root password. To make it easy, I'm just going to put in ROOT root. You can put whatever password works for you. And I'm going to click next. Keep all the settings as is. Click next. And it's asking to provide full access on Windows services, or you want to configure the level of access, or do you want to manage the permissions? Again, to keep it simple, we're going to just keep what is selected as default, but you can select whatever you need as per your requirement. I'm going to click next. So these are the databases which are sample databases, basically MySQL, which you can use to maybe query some items and maybe do a test run. I'm going to go ahead and select both these databases so that when it's installed, we have that databases by default. I'm going to click next. So these are the configuration steps that's going to happen. I'm going to click execute. So as we can see, the execution is taking place and it's taking some time at initializing database. We're just gonna wait until this overs. Okay, so that worked out. Starting the server and finally updating example database that we selected in the previous step, the world and Sakila database. So now the configuration is complete. The configuration for MySQL Server 8.4.0 is successful. I'm going to click next. The configuration procedure was completed. Make sure you don't see any errors. Click finish. So finally, your MySQL is installed. Now you need to go to the Windows and search for MySQL command line client. You click here and you would have a screen like this. Enter your password. So you can see here the Microsoft Server version is 8.4.0. So that means your command your community server is installed. Now we need a UI as well. So that is MySQL Workbench. So what we're going to do is we're going to close this window and we're going to go back to the community MySQL community downloads. Once we are on the page of MySQL community downloads, we're going to look for the MySQL Workbench. Here we go. There is this link, MySQL Workbench. You click here. You're again welcomed with another screen. We're going to select our operating system, Microsoft Windows. We're going to select the MySQL Workbench. So the Workbench version is 8.0.36 as per June 8th, 2024. And then we're going to click the installer again. So just click the installer. Again, we don't need to log in or sign up. We're going to just say no thanks, just start my download. It will take a few seconds to download your 42 MB file. Once the file is downloaded, just click open file. Click OK. Wait for a few seconds. And here we have the installation file. Here you go. Installation wizard has started just like before, but remember this is the workbench that we are installing. Click next. Default folder, you can change it if you like. Click next. Custom or complete, I'm going to go with the complete one. And we're going to have these files stored here. Click install. Wait for a few minutes for the status to install. And yeah, so it keeps on loading, copying new files. Okay, the installation got completed. You can select Launch MySQL Workbench and click Finish. So once I click Finish, it's gonna launch the MySQL Workbench, and we already had the server set up. So we're gonna wait for the software to open. So the software is open now. We're gonna click here, expand our screen. We see here that make sure you have this. That means you already have the server installed correctly. We're gonna click here, and it's gonna open the MySQL connection. It's asking for the password that we set for the server. In our case, we set up root as the password. I'm just going to click go and enter for us. Now this is the query page that you would see. These are the default schemas that were installed as per the process, and you can query the tables or create your work. So we're going to run a simple query here and do select rows, and it generates the items. So this is the end of this tutorial. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Thank you.